What? What do you want? I haven't got a blog. We've got no race meeting next week, so I could do with doing a blog for next week. I haven't got anybody to talk to that's written next week, so.
You don't have to talk to you, so you don't talk to me. Thanks, Nige. Appreciate that.
Well, there's no meeting next week, is there?
Yeah, Blowhouse.
For you.
Yeah, but you're under the. You're not allowed to come, are you? We just had this.
No, I'm not going. We're not going to Holland.
Yeah, we're going to Blowhouse on Thursday.
I wish we could come and be here, but we're a business as well. We have to work.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll have our own lives, don't we? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? I wish we could go racing like hunters, like you.
It's when we're in racing, 110%. So this is what we do, isn't it? And I've got a lot of fans and a lot of customers in Holland as well. So we have to support the meetings. And thanks to Blowhouse, they've invited us over and to sponsor the.
I seriously wish we could go. I wish we could just drop it in company.
It's good.
We love it so much, the racing. We really want to do it.
It's a double-edged knife for me because I'd like to stay home and get on my new tarmac car.
Yeah.
But it's another 3 days I'm not going to have doing that car, and I'm trying to get ready for Skeg UK Open weekend. So it's going to be, But at the end of the day, like.
So we have to go to work, so I work place for stock cars.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it? At the end of the day, I've got to go and do that.
It's your job.
Yeah, it's my job, so I've got to.
But that's why you haven't got a car now, because you said you'll do work on customers' cars.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, we got Sears' car out yesterday at King's Lynn, and it's absolutely perfect. He went out, he started at the back of the White Steelers, got fourth. He went out in his heat and won his heat. First actual official race of the car, and he won.
I got the beer.
Yeah, so we had a few beers on the way home last night to celebrate. So, but no, it's good, isn't it? And
what did he say? It says on his bonnet. You wait till you see the beers.
He says people talk about this car being expensive. You wait until you see the beer bill after a heat win. So
and then he won.
And then he won his heat. So yeah, he was. But no, it's good, isn't it? It's great for the sport, and the sport is growing. I've got lots of car orders and really busy with stock car stuff.
But what about you? Got any cars yourself? Now, this year?
No, I don't have anything. I've the show car which I built last year, which is Catherine's, which I'm going to continue to race. Me and Catherine are going to share that. I don't have a tarmac car because I sold it.
Even if it comes to the World Final?
I'm going to build a new show car for the World Final.
Yes,
I'm going to build it for the World Final.
You both want to make the World Final.
That's right, and every year we either have a good tarmac car or a good show car, like one of each.
Oh, really?
So, like this year, by the time we get to semi-final time, I want to have 2 good show cars and 2 good tarmac cars, and then we can go forward. And then the tarmac car, which I haven't yet built, which I'm starting it tomorrow.
The tarmac car that I haven't built yet.
I haven't. Jake's seen it. The chassis legs are outside their workshop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when he come down on Wednesday, the chassis legs, and they're still outside the workshop now. We haven't even cut it to go in the shed yet. But I'm going to start it tomorrow. But that car.
Don't call him Monday tomorrow.
Is it?
No, so
I'm going to start it tomorrow.
Doesn't mean bank holiday Monday, doesn't mean that.
We're having the day after day. Obviously, we've got Heidi this weekend as well for Easter. So you
start tomorrow.
So I'm going to start on that tomorrow afternoon. Get that cut and whatever, and then crack on with that. And then obviously we're going to leave.
So how long does it take you to build a stock car?
Depends.
If you've got other jobs on,
it depends. Callum Thornton bought my World Final car.
Yeah.
And Chris.
Did you say it took like 6 weeks or something?
Yeah, Jake come to help me start that when he took the chassis. But no, I did that one in 6 weeks from start to finish. But obviously it's now like 3 weeks to UK Open, and obviously I've won the UK Open Championship 3 years in a row.
Oh, really?
And it's a world qualifier on the Saturday, and it's obviously UK Open on the Sunday of Skeg this weekend. But if I don't make Saturday, I want to be there with it.
You want to try and do it in 3 weeks? You're going to build a car for it in 3 weeks?
I'm going to try, yeah.
Seriously?
I'm going to try, yeah.
And you're going to play house this week then?
This is the problem, like, it's... Realistically, I could do without going to Blowhouse, but the fans I have and the customers I have out there, they make my racing possible. So I need to give back to those as well. So you can't be one-sided. So obviously you've got some customers in Holland, and Seed's obviously a good customer of mine. Just had a new car. He wants to go to Blowhouse to race his new car. So, and I'm running his car this year. The car's living at my house. So again, you have to do. We have a plan, but the plan's never always for you. You have to change as we go along. But that's what we're here. I love racing, and we're going to go and race as much as we can.
Thanks, Tom. Good luck. Good luck. AJ's with us. Tell us why you're here, AJ.
We're down because we're filming for the Blowhouse King's Battle 2 days. So we're down last night, and we're down again today for the King's Battle final. Night's battle last night. King's Battle
24/7 TV. He's in our village, in Barston Village. So AJ messaged me and says, "How far away is it?" It's just
Round corner.
It's a mile up the road.
Been well looked after. Lovely food at Barston Lakes. So yeah.
And you got to do it all again today.
All again today. Yeah, early start today. So yeah.
You're getting the hang of all the Dutch names.
No.
He's got to do the saloons and the F2s and what else? Bangers.
Bangers. Yeah. 1600 bangers.
And all Dutch names.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. Nice to see you.
And
Thanks
you.
for coming down.
Well, thanks for looking after us.
You're most welcome. You know, I started doing these 20 questions just to give me some content to get through the winter, because every week we're racing, I've got some content and something a bit interesting to talk about. But through the winter, I'd got no content, so I thought I'd do 20 questions. And just as an idea. That was 18 months ago. I don't know how many drivers have done now. I must have done 100 drivers. I've asked a few and they've said no. There's one or two I haven't asked, I'd like to ask. But where'd you stop? You know, I think for the time being I'm going to have a break. Really wish I'd done Dean Whitwell. I do remember asking Dean and he said no. He's another guy that said no. But shame I didn't do it. Or Wayne Hellawell, of course, you know. The day I did Will Yarrow, Wayne was there. He was in our lounge for the F2 meeting for the AGM, and it was like Will or Wayne, and I did Will that day, and I wish I'd done both. So what a shame. Anyway, I'm going to do something different. Just an idea. It might work, it might not work, but I'm going to do it like science of stock cars type thing, like, you know, just a bit of interest. See if it's any interest. If it works, if it doesn't, don't care. We'll see. We'll see if it works. But got a few ideas, just a bit of insight or a bit of background into F1 stock cars racing, really. So this is my model car. The front wheels have fell off. It's dried out in my house, and the front wheels have fell off. I found one. I've lost one. I'm gluing back on. Basically, the Formula 1 stock car is a single-seater V8 Chevrolet gearbox and locked rear axle. It weighs between 1,350 kilograms and 1,500 kilograms. So most cars nowadays on small blocks, there are 400 engines. So it's 400 cube, which is like 406, 408, 427, 434. They're the main three engines. You can get the odd engine that's slightly smaller than 400, mainly on tarmac. You might get the odd slightly bigger one up to 440. There's some big block engines. They're mainly on shale. They're a bigger, heavier engine. They're like 100 kilograms heavier. So when they're 1350 minimum, that's minimum weight with a small block. But the big block engine makes the car a lot heavier because it's a heavier engine. And the deceleration on a big block engine is a lot slower. They only rev to like 5,000. These small blocks are revving 7,500. So the small block engine revs higher, but so it accelerates quicker, but it decelerates quicker as well. As it goes into the corner, especially on tarmac, it decelerates quicker. On shale, it also decelerates, but also locks the rear wheels, so it's easier to turn as you're going into the bend. So that's the difference between the two engines, really. But all the cars are pretty much the same. They have to be the same, roughly the same weight, so that you're all racing against the cars of the same weight. So when you get hit or you hit someone else, you're hitting somebody else of the same weight vehicle. If you're a smaller weight, obviously you crush them all. You do a lot of damage. So that's why they're all of the same weight. The rear axle is locked. So we're running a bigger wheel on this side to the inside of the car. I'll get around the turn because especially on tarmac, you won't be able to get around the corner. It'd be like a locked diff on a tractor. You just go straight on. So that's the brakes are transit brake calipers, 50 quid on eBay. Standard discs, standard Ford Transit rear front axle. There is some manufactured front axles coming out now as well, and that's the basics of a Formula 1 stock car.